What is good, Cloudy people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam, hacking Spotify's software to change Playboi Carti's and all of his affiliates' names to all caps, just like XXXTentacion, because they have officially become professional cappers. I mean, Carti and his homies don't even need to rap anymore because they've gotten so good at capping, they make mills just off retweeting month-old posts. And with that being said, in today's video, we'll be discussing just that, the most recent Whole Lotta Red teases by Carti's peeps, notably some of his closer team members that aren't as astray from relevant information as who we've listened to in the past, such as Ronnie Lee and Ella Dror and more. Like, I love them to death, like they're my real life auntie and grandma, even though I don't even know them like that or if those are their real names, but you get the point. They have already proven to not really know much about the album, or at least they did, and were silenced by Carti's label because they were pillow talking too much. But after we go over the newest Whole Lotta Red teases, we actually have some news regarding upcoming Playboi Carti music, as well as some concerns I've had over the past couple of days or so due to a couple realizations I had. But as always, before we get into all the details, Bob Gang featured comment of the video is from Anthony Alvarado, who said, if Carti's 2019 Whole Lotta Red version 1 tracks weren't leaked, and if he released those same songs, he would be a top 10 artist in the planet. I don't know about top 10 artists, considering there are hella pop artists like Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, Drake, etc. that Carti simply can't compete with if he's not in that genre, but Carti would definitely be a mainstream artist, I believe, around the same notoriety as like a Lil Baby, DaBaby, or even Uzi. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Carti's dropping those songs officially ever. We can dream though, and hopefully Whole Lotta Red V2 will be just as flames. But anyway, back to the topic. Carti's team teases Whole Lotta Red once again, and what this could mean. Let's talk about it. Okay, so capping is nothing new when it comes to Playboi Carti's team during the Whole Lotta Red rollout. In fact, I believe this has happened, at least to some degree, with every Carti album. However, most of the time, the cap doesn't come from the members we will soon discuss. It comes from people like his hairstylist or cousin or distant relative that's only relation to Whole Lotta Poop Sock God is also having a birthmark on their body. You can find all the cap in my countless previous Whole Lotta Red videos, including from myself, but as mentioned this time, it's definitely getting serious. For yesterday evening, Gunner Stahl, or Gunner Sell White on Twitter, because I guess he's the Coca-Cola distributor on the team aside from being Carti's photographer, firstly tweeted Whole Lotta Red okay with hella question marks. Then soon after retweeted Playboi Carti's old tweet from late April after he dropped At Meh, stating Red is my fave album of mine, and quoted it saying me too. Never thought Gunner would join the Me Too movement. I guess Carti not only turned into a vampire but a predator as well. Now, aside from all that, many fans are claiming Gunner teasing Whole Lotta Red means nothing, but my response to them is, when has Gunner ever even spoken about Whole Lotta Red related topics unless it has already been published by official sources? For if we backtrack to the official At Meh music video release, Gunner didn't even tease anything prior to Carti mentioning it. He merely retweeted Carti's post promoting the cover art and then added some pics I believe he shot at the music video set. Therefore, when Gunner says something about Whole Lotta Red, I think we're close. But before we get into more context on him, Pi'erre Bourne also joined in on the cap. Well, actually, as we just talked about, might be a real tease for what's to come, because it may not be cap whatsoever anymore. On the other hand though, the last time Pi'erre spoke publicly about Whole Lotta Red was when he retweeted Ian Connor, aka Ian Capper, about Pain 1993 dropping the Friday following At Meh, or something along the lines of that. And obviously that didn't happen, for it ended up releasing as a primarily Drake song on his mixtape Dark Lane Demo Tapes weeks later on May 1st. So in Pi'erre's case, he hasn't really shown us that we can completely trust him, although the TEASE 4 Deluxe release date recently ran unscathed and on time, thus maybe he earned back some of our trust. Because to be honest, this is the only time, at least to my knowledge, that he really capped that hard. Whereas people like Ian Connor have earned the reputation of Ian Capper for just straight up lying. Additionally, and relatedly, if we recall back to around the time when Pi'erre Bourne officially announced the TEASE 4 Deluxe release date, he explicitly tweeted, Deluxe should drop on the anniversary, okay? Okay. And then a few days later tweets, Deluxe then 5, okay? Okay. Wherein the wording oddly resembles closely with Gunner's diction on one of his most recent tweets, wherein he stated, Whole Lotta Red, okay? Question marks, causing me to believe the tweet was planned by Carti's team to jumpstart the rollout again, as it's part of their crew's lingo. For as we just mentioned, Pi'erre announced his release date using the okay question mark, and it all occurred about a month and a half or so before he actually actually released his deluxe album. Now, I'm not saying Carti or his team is going to announce the release date anytime soon or even until the day of. However, I definitely think we can use the time frame from Pi'erre's related tweet resulting in about a month to a month and a half from now, which would be August. And coincidentally, this is still summer, as one of my sources claimed Whole Lotta Red was dropping. And yes, I know that's very vague and seems obvious, but also I had another friend who's in the industry say they heard August from people close to Interscope. And of course, I got the most reliable source on deck as well. Dude, trust me. And just to reiterate, a month to a month and a half from now is August, but who knows? I know nothing for certain with Whole Lotta Red, so your guess is as good as mine. It could quite literally be August in 2029. Now that we got Whole Lotta Red out of the way, we can talk about music that actually exists and we know is releasing. For an artist named Uno Savage announced on Instagram also yesterday, claiming he's about to drop a remix to his own song called Throw Yo Setup with Playboi Carti as a feature. Furthermore, just a few moments ago, Uno Savage posted again on Instagram teasing the Carti remix on his song with a caption of soon. But as we all know, since we Carti fans, soon could mean like 40 years from now. To be honest too, the song is pretty trash. Apologies to anyone who's offended, especially if Uno Savage is watching this right now, but that just ain't it, chief. So I really cannot see Carti or his label approving of a verse on this remix that is for an official release. Perhaps he gave the homie a verse to put on his song no cost, but he can only drop on YouTube and SoundCloud, but I really doubt it will be submitted to Spotify and Apple Music, etc. And in all reality, who knows if this song will ever release officially anyway, because it seems like all of Carti's features in 2020 are being rejected from him and or his label, such as Young Lean's track Yayo on his Stars album, as well as his supposed feature on Young Bands' track High As Us, which actually may be unrelated to label issues or anything of that sort, for as we discussed in a previous video, Lil Uzi Vert might be the real feature on that song. Whether Carti was in fact replaced or not by Uzi, we have no idea. Uzi could have been the original plan for the track, although the first time we heard a snippet of the song, Bands and Carti were in the studio together with Uzi nowhere to be found, but after the full CDQ High As Us track featuring Carti leaked, Young Bands went on live and claimed Uzi was on the song, not Carti, which at first we all thought it was just to spite Carti for possibly being the reason the song leaked, because let's be real, Carti's music leaks more than any artist in the game other than like maybe Juice WRLD, but that's just because Juice WRLD records like 50 songs a day, and with Uzi and Carti's recent beef, Bands could have believed an Uzi replacement feature hypothetically would get under Carti's skin. But now it's looking much more real because Young Bands actually posted a picture with Uzi on Instagram a couple days ago captioned not High As Us, obviously teasing the song once again with Lil Uzi Vert as a feature. So now I'm thinking it wasn't just a dig at Carti, actually it still very well could be, but that Uzi feature is actually quite possible, contrary to what I believed before. And last topic of the video, I thought I'd air my concerns regarding Virgil being the alleged creative director of Playboi Carti's Whole Lotta Red album. I'm not sure if this fact is confirmed at all, although I believe it was mentioned in an old Fader article and just hearing around social media. But if this is the case, given the cover Virgil designed for Pop Smoke, where he literally used the first image that results from searching Pop Smoke on Google Images and just cut out the background and made it transparent, we should be weary about his cover for Whole Lotta Red. Now I'm sure Carti's cover will be fine because he probably won't approve of any extreme bum Photoshop like all the fan-made Virgil meme covers that are hilarious, I might add, but I still think Virgil fell off. I'm not a huge fan of Off-White in the first place because it's so overpriced for such simple redesign of already popular brands on the collabs, but I do have to give him credit where it's due. The Love Is Rage 2 promotional material and cover art were second to none. That was all way back in 2017 though, so mans might have gone old head on us ever since. Hopefully he can recreate something big like that for Carti on Whole Lotta Red though. So with that, it's your boy Bobbalam signing off, sending my application into Off-White to take over the creative director role, because right now it doesn't seem like it's in good hands at all. Let me know in the comments y'all thoughts on the topics we just mentioned. Is Whole Lotta Red coming in August possibly? Will Uzi actually be on Young Band's High As Us? And will the Whole Lotta Red cover be another bust designed by Virgil? Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest hip hop news, drama, and analysis, as well as to follow me on all my socials in the description if you with it. Oh, and I finally dropped my in my mouth track featuring Gayboy Farty on the Whole Lotta Bob channel, also in the description and pinned comment. Peace out, Clutty people. Not saying.
I want your dick in my mouth. I want your dick in my mouth. I want your dick in my mouth.